Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today let's find out what's on the hook. We're also talking about a blanket that I'm finishing up, and I'll be sending 4 Boggy Creek Afghans to Juan the Yarn Addict in, I don't know, about a week or so. As soon as I finish this last one, I'll show you that today. That's one of my whips. And I also have another whip of something that I found in a book, so I'm going to show you that. And then we have some giveaways to give away. But first of all, today, I want to talk about what I'm wearing. And I'm wearing the new Front Center Poncho. This is the pattern that's on my Etsy shop. And as you see, that's a different one from this. And I'm going to be modeling this here in just a few minutes. But right now, I'm going to show you the newest one that I've made. I made it from Mandala Ombre, which is a wonderful, wonderful yarn. I really like it. It's a kind of a stripy yarn, but I try to buy the mandalas that have colors that are similar to each other. So when the colors change, they blend into each other much better. So I like to use those. And this is an example of that. It's called Cool, it's the colorway. And this is an acrylic yarn. It's very, very nice. I like it. There are 344 yards on the ball, and it is a size 4. And I used a J hook for this. So just some little details about what I did. I also changed up the pattern a little bit. The pattern calls for a half double crochet stitch for the most part. And I used a half double crochet, but I went into the back loop only on all of these stripes and all of these rows. I guess you could say all the rows that I did. And it gives the poncho a ribbed look. I'll get up here where you can see it. It's let's see, maybe this side you can see it better. Yeah, there's a ribbed look right there. You can see it. I did the entire poncho in this ribbed look, and I really like the way it looks. And it's warm too. It's a little bit warm today for this, but we're having a little bit of fall weather here in Chattanooga. It's nice. It's been in the 60s, and then now it's going to be back up probably hot next week. But I always take this opportunity to try on some of my winter sweaters and make sure that they're in good shape, and also design some things. And I'm trying to do that right now. But I wanted to talk to you about this because I rarely mentioned this on my videos back at least a year, maybe 2 years ago. This happened 2 years ago, and I was designing a fall lookbook, and this was part of it, and I didn't mention it much in any of my videos. I couldn't find any videos where I had mentioned this at all in the title or anything. So I thought I would bring this back because this is an easy make. It is not difficult to make, and I know I always say that, but it is made to your measurements, so you don't have to worry about it being too large or too small. You make it just how you want it. And it's also really not a poncho. It's called a ruana, R-U-A-N-A. It's a ruana because it has sleeves in it. See the sleeves right there? It's got sleeves in it. And it has a side seam for a little ways and some large side vents. So let me stand up and I'll show this to you. Well, this is my Front and Center Poncho made with Mandala Ombre. Today I'm wearing this with some black dress pants and some black trainers. It's not time for socks yet. It's not really that cool. So I thought I would try this on with a lightweight turtleneck. I probably won't wear it until I need it with a turtleneck under it, but I do love this yarn, and I know it's a little bit stripy, but it gives the ruana or the poncho some character. It really gives it character. So I like the self-striping yarn, and I'll show you the back of it. This is the back. It's not real long. You can make it as long as you want, all the way down to your thigh if you wanted to. But one thing about this is the ruana has sleeves in it, and it also doesn't come to a point in the front, which I don't love. I'd rather have the poncho look more like a rug, which is what they originally were used for. People who slept on the ground, they would use their rug as a covering for the day when it was cool, and they had a hole in the middle for their head. And so this is what it kind of basically looked like, and I put sleeves in it because the ruana name means there are sleeves in the poncho. So I made it this way, and I did a little color correcting along the bottom. I used a light rib at the front. Let's see what I did in the back. Now the back, I tried to kind of match it to the stripe in the back. You don't have to do that at all. This is a beautiful yarn. You could probably just make it however it comes out, and it'll look really nice because the colors look beautiful together. So again, this is my Front and Center Poncho made with Mandala Ombre yarn. Now, before I bring Crystal back, I would like to ask you to like this video. If you do it right now, you won't forget at the end, and if you have to click away, then you won't miss it. Also, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of new subscribers, and I welcome you all, you new subscribers and those who have been with me for a very long time. I know who you are. Y'all are wonderful people. You support me all the time, and I so appreciate that. New subscribers, I hope you'll go back and look at some of my previous videos. I have about close to 500 videos. I know. Can you believe it? About 500 videos on my channel. And on my Etsy shop, I have about 115 garment patterns that you can use, and they're all sized to fit you because they only use your measurements. So you can buy one and you can make it to fit you or your daughter or your sister, anybody you want. So I try to make them very easy to make. I don't make anything too difficult. This is one of the easier patterns that I have that I made a couple years ago, and I designed this pattern. This is Lion Brand 100% Superwash Merino. All these different colors that I have, and I named them in the pattern. You can use that if they still sell it. I'm not sure if they do, but you could certainly match those colors with any kind of yarn. I'm sure that probably Premier Anti-Pilling probably comes in these colors as well, so you can just look at the picture and see it, or use your own colors that you want. But I used what I consider Southwest colors for that. I felt like that looked like Southwest color combos in there, so I really like that. But now I want to let Crystal model my second front and center poncho. Well, thank you, Crystal, for coming to model my second front and center poncho. I made this from Hobie yarn, a lightweight DK yarn. This is a size 4 I'm wearing now, but you can make it out of a DK. That's what this is, a DK yarn. And it is a blended stripy yarn. I don't even know if they have it anymore. But any kind of a cake that has the colors that you like in it would be beautiful in this poncho. And also there are the sleeves. And I had these a little bit longer, made them a little bit more substantial in here than I did in the one I have on. I just put the edging on the side and that was it. But I also made this one that I have on a little bit wider, so it would have more of a sleeve in it when I finish, and then I could just put ribbing at the bottom. So this one is added onto a little bit right here, and then the ribbing at the very end. And then down here, of course, there's ribbing along the bottom, and it's not difficult to make. I'll show you the back. Aren't those colors gorgeous? They're Hobie yarn. I can't tell you what kind it is. I could maybe find it, but I don't think I have the ball band. But it is quite beautiful. I did make this out of Hobie yarn. So you might go there and try to find a cake, or you can find one at Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Any of those have these beautiful blended cakes with different colors in them. And if you like the colors, that might be one that you want to pick. Well, I've changed it to my front and center poncho that I made originally. This is the poncho made with Lion Brand Superwash Merino, and here's a close-up of it right there. Beautiful colors. I love this orange. It's so gorgeous. It's not bright orange like you see in some yarn styles. It's not that bright, but this is really pretty. I made this and wrote the pattern for it. It's called the Front and Center Slouchy, and it is a little bit slouchy on your head, so I made it to match. I even wrote out the directions to make sure that the stripes matched the poncho. So let me stand up and I'll show this one to you. All right, this is the original front and center poncho. This is made with the Lion Brand Merino, Superwash Merino, and this is what it looks like in the back. It's just very casual, big slits on the sides. This is a little bit longer than the one I just made. I just finished it. This is all the way down to the thigh, and this is the long version. You can make it as long as you want. You decide that at the beginning, and you just crochet it up to be as long as you want. I also made one a little bit longer in the back, and I'll show you that one in just a second. But this is the one I originally made. It's got sleeves in it. So comfortable and very, very warm in the wintertime. It's not too hot. I find that it's just perfect to wear. So I'm also still wearing my black dress pants and my trainers with this. So it's very casual outfit, but it's very, very warm. So I hope you like this one. This is the original front and center poncho. I also made a hat to go with this one. This is the front and center slouchy, and I just wanted to show it to you. I didn't want to mesh my hair down, so I think it's Ruby. I forget your name because it's been so long since we talked, but this is Ruby, and the slouchy is right here. It's not too much of a slouchy. I like that about it. It's very easy to make. It's not difficult, and it matches this front and center poncho. So a nice gift for somebody you like, or something for you to wear this fall or winter. So I just wanted to show you that one. Now, Crystal's going to come over and model my 4th version of the front and center poncho. I'm moving back here so you can see the length of this, but this is a front and center poncho, and it is made with Lion Brand Scarfie. Lion Brand Scarfie. I know you've seen this at Joanne. It's a wonderful yarn. You can also order on the internet. I think Amazon has it, and so does Lion Brand. You can go directly there and buy it. This is the colorway Eggplant, and really beautiful. I've always liked this color, and I made a cape, an Outlander cape out of this, and I had a whole skein left to use, so I used another skein for this one. And this is what it looks like in the back. This is very, very casual, made with a larger hook. I believe I made this with an L hook, if I'm not mistaken. It was bigger than a K, so I think that's the next size. And I also didn't put any sleeves in this. I just made this as big as it was, and I sewed it up. And this just kind of makes a cap sleeve on this particular poncho. I also made it much longer in the back. Now let me get it back here where you can see this. See how much longer this is in the back. Probably about 2 or 3 inches longer on the back. So I just wanted a different look, so I made it a little bit longer in the back. And you can do that too. Of course, you don't have to decide that until you're halfway through. And then you can decide to make the back longer if you want to. So that's my 4th version of the front and center poncho. Well, I hope you like that roundabout way of showing my front and center poncho, but you are welcome to go out on my Etsy shop and take a look. It's a great pattern. It's not difficult to make, especially if you're using a self-striping yarn, because a lot of the directions are how to line up the stripes to make them look kind of random like this, but also be even. So there's a section here and a section there, and the back is the same way. So if you want to make it this way, you certainly can. And the hat is also, right there she is, the hat is also made, and the pattern is also designed with these stripes in mind. And then you can make the hat out of the self-striping as well. So I probably did that. It seems like I did. I might have put them in a box or something. I don't know. Sometimes I lose things. I've got so many prototypes like this hanging around. I've got them hanging up on my clothes racks back there. I have at least 100 because that's how many I've made, and I haven't given any away. So there you go. Now let's talk about whips real quick. And my 2 whips, I'm going to show you one whip, and then I'm going to go to the diamond painting. So one new whip is this one. This is Siren's Atlas. This is a book that I bought from Amazon. This is by Shelley Husband. She's a famous granny designer. She makes the most beautiful motifs, and here's an example of what they look like. They're all different in this book, and so I selected one to make a wrap from, and she of course suggested it in there, and so I thought I'll just take her up on that idea. I made 28 motifs. 28 motifs. These are 6 by 6, so 6 inches wide. This is what they look like. This is called the Mozambique motif from her book, and I'm not going to publish this, of course, because it's not my pattern. But the way I made it, the way I put them together, you know, you might want to listen to how I did that because it's not difficult. I just made a bunch of these motifs, and however long you want the wrap to be. The wrap is 2 motifs wide. That's 12 inches wide. And then it'll be, you know, 50, 60 inches long. I'm not sure how long it'll be when I get them all connected. But that's what I wanted. I love this color. It's kind of a stone color. There's the ball band. It's called Rainy Yay. I guess it's rain, the color of rain. I'm not sure. But it's a sort of a stone color, and that's the color that I was looking for. I wanted to make this wrap in a stone color because I love the way it looked in this book. So I'm going to show you the picture of it. It's just quite gorgeous, and I think I showed this last week. This is the picture of the wrap that I want to make. And so I found that color yarn at Hobby Lobby And it's a baby yarn, so it's very, very soft. Really love it. And the color is perfect. So I wanted to make it sort of like this. Now hers is 3 squares wide. I didn't want to make it that wide because I'm a kind of a small, short person. I don't have much of a neck. I don't have much of a body, so I didn't really need it to be that long. So I made many of these motifs, and then I sewed them together. I didn't really sew them together. I experimented 2 or 3 times, and I decided that I wanted to crochet them together. It's faster, and it's not as difficult as using a needle and yarn. I just really didn't want to do that. So many motifs and so many seams and all that. So what I did was I used a single crochet chain 1 skip 1 all the way across, and you can see that right here. This is what I did. This is a chain 1, single crochet, skip 1, chain 1, single crochet all the way across. And then I did these seams separately like this, same way. And when you pull on it, you can't really see any gaps in there. So the skip 1 doesn't really matter. But I'm not going to use that side. I'm going to use the other side, and this is what it looks like. I really like this better. This is a lot smoother surface, and the single crochets are on the other side. So let me show you that one more time. This is the right side of the motifs, as you can see. This is the pretty side, what I consider pretty side, and this is the wrong side, and these are connected with the single crochet on this side. As you can see that. The whole back side will look like this, which is just fine. When I flip it around, it'll look just fine. But I really preferred this side, which is the soft side. It's the more blended side. There's no definitive edge across the motifs like this. There's no big lump, single crochet lump across there. But I'm not adverse to that. I really like this as the front side. So that's how I'm going to use it, as the front side. I've only connected 4 so far. Because I had to experiment a few times before I could get going. So I'll probably finish that this week. I'll go ahead and take care of it and get it in my wardrobe because I really love that wrap. I think it's so beautiful. And again, I used the Mozambique motif out of her book, and I just made a bunch of them. You get it till you get it as long as you want. And gauge doesn't matter. You could use a J hook and make those 7 or 8 inches wide if you wanted to. But this is a DK weight yarn, and it was $5.99. It was not on sale, but I went ahead and bought 3 balls, and I only needed 2. Because, I'll probably have to dig in here a little bit to connect those motifs. But to make the motifs, I made them all out of 2 skeins of yarn. So if you buy 3, you're, don't have to worry, play yarn chicken or anything like that. This is 60% acrylic, 40% polyamide, and the polyamide, I think, makes it really, really soft. So, again, this is Baby B. Baby B Rainy Yay is the colorway, and it has a little baby on there. You can't miss it. But they had some pretty colors in this, but I didn't really want pink or anything like that. I wanted the stone color, so that's what I'm making my wrap with. Now let's take a quick look at my finished diamond painting on the wall, already framed, and also my progress on my newest diamond painting. Here I am in my living room, and I wanted to show you my newest diamond painting that has been framed. This is the Afternoon on the Grand Jet by George Surratt, and this is where I have it hanging just right at the entrance of my studio, which is over here. And there's some family pictures there in the hallway. And I'm right outside the hallway with this beautiful, beautiful diamond painting. And I'll get up a little closer here so you can see the framing. I selected a yellow colored, kind of a fancy frame. I really like that. I didn't mat it. If it was the only diamond painting I ever did, I would probably have matted it, but I didn't mat this. I wanted to be small enough to just put anywhere. And I like the looks of it. I'm gonna back up and let you see it from a distance. Sorry about the shadows up here. That's from the overhead light, but I just wanted to show you how it looked on the wall. Very pretty, and from a distance, even back farther, you can get a better picture of the actual painting. I just really love the way it's done. And the yellow in the painting right there, the yellow kind of matches my walls and also the frame. So that's why I chose the yellow frame to kind of set off that yellow. So that's my newest diamond painting on the wall. A very fast look at my newest diamond painting. This is the one that's on my easel right now. This is called Starry Night Over the Rhone by Vincent van Gogh. And I was right about here last week, and I have done all of this week. I did take a night or two off. I can't remember why, but I did. I think we were gone. But I did manage to get all the way finished with this row last night. So tonight I'll be starting over here on this side where I have the plastic already ready to go. I've cut these pieces of plastic, and so I'll just peel them up one at a time as soon as I get to that point and work on it. And I use this little magnet here that holds the plastic up. So when I fold it up, I put this, roll this over onto it, and it holds the plastic in place. So just wanted to show you that. That's my, and I actually finished these pig people. I hadn't done that last week. So the people down here at the bottom, and I'll get back here where you can see it. The people are walking along the edge of the river, and that's where I am right now, right over here. I'll be starting this tonight. I hope you like that. I like to give my diamond painting a little piece of my video every week because I do work on that every single night. So I wanted to show you that. Now, in my Christmas tote, which y'all really loved, I really love this too. I carry this around. I've had it on my sofa for a couple weeks now. And inside this, I have a Boggy Creek Afghan. And I'm almost finished with it. I'm close. But I wanted to go to Joann's yesterday and find some yarn that I could put around as the frame around the blanket. I don't have a frame around my other ones, and I'll show you those in a second. But I talked about those in my last video, and I'll put a link to the last video at the end of this video, so you can watch it if you're interested in Boggy Creek Afghans. And I do explain a little bit about what these are, but it's a charity. It's a charity project for me, and I'm making 4 of these, and then I'm going to send them away. So this is the Neon Stripes, Red Heart Neon Stripes, Granny Square Afghan. Let me show you this. This is all one square, and you just keep crocheting till you get to 40 inches, and I'm almost there. I'm going to put a border around the edge. So this is what it looks like. Get it up here where you can see it. It's a beautiful yarn, and this is the one that I talked about a couple of weeks ago when I had to wash it. I had to wash the skeins. I had to wash the skeins before I even crocheted the rest of them. I washed a piece of this. I had a little bit of that made up, and the yarn was so impossible to use. I went ahead and washed the skeins as I was directed by some of my viewers, and it worked great. It worked absolutely great. It's so easy to crochet now. It's kind of soft. It's not, super soft, but it is soft enough to crochet without, going, oh, that yarn's pretty awful. It's really nice yarn. I like Red Heart yarn. I won't say that I don't. I like luxury yarns, and I like value yarns as well. And I made this with a J hook. That's a 6.0 millimeter hook, and I use my clover hook for this. Love clover. That's my favorite hook of all time, actually, the J size, because it actually crochets anything. You can use it on anything. But this is what the skeins look like. I took the ball bands off and washed it, so that worked out great. Now I have a buy from Joann's. This is Big Twist Lime. It's a value yarn. It says it right there. They're not ashamed to say that, but it is an awesome yarn. This is 380 yards on the skein, and it's all acrylic, I'm sure. But I really like this. It's also Okiotech tested, which I didn't know that about Big Twist yarn. So love Big Twist yarns. I've made lots of things from Big Twist, and I found this, and this is the same green that is in the Neon Stripes, and I'm going to put a border around it in the green, and then I'll send it off to Juan. So I was just tickled to find this. I'll have plenty of this left over. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'm sure I'll find something to do with it. And it's a super nice yarn. It's a size 4, of course. And again, it's Big Twist, 100% acrylic right there. Big Twist. Value yarn. Really love it. Really love it. So I can't wait to finish that up, and that'll be finished in no time, I think probably this week. Also, I wanted to tell you with this wrap that I was talking about making the motifs, I'm using a size 7 clover hook, and this is a 4.5 millimeter hook. It's kind of in between two of the sizes, H and I think, but it is a nice hook. And they don't sell it just everywhere. You have to order this on Amazon. It's a 4.5 millimeter, and it's a really nice size hook. It's not too tiny. It might be between G and H. I bet that's what it is, between G and H. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's where it is. But I use that because it was recommended by Shelley Husband in the book Siren's Atlas, and I went ahead and used it, and it worked out great. So I continue to use it for the motifs. Later on, I have a shop update, so be sure to stay tuned for that. It's a couple of sale items that I want to put out on sale. So I hope you'll stay with me. And right now, we're going to start our giveaway. So let's look at what we're giving away this week. This week, we're giving away a Snowland kitchen towel set. This is a kit, and it's an embroidery kit. Very, very cute. I really like that. If you like to embroider, this is perfect for you. These are kitchen towels, and it's a kit that's never been opened. Quite lovely. Somebody gave this to me, and I am thankful that I can give it to someone who might like to have it. So if you wanted this, you have to put snow in your comment, and a lot of people did that. So snow in the comment will get you in the running for that. The next one I have is boy. The keyword was boy, and this is a little cross-stitch kit with a little fellow on the front. Isn't he cute? I just love that. And I want to show you the beautiful yarn and the fabric that goes with it. It's a blue fabric, so it gives you the color of the ocean without having to cross stitch all that. Which I figure that's pretty nice. You don't have to do that. The keyword was boy for that. And then I have a bag of yarn, and these are all full skeins of yarn that I've just pulled out of my stash, and there's some Simply Soft Caron and some Big Twist in there. There's some other yarns in here too. There's some Vanna White yarn in here. So I thought I would just give all those away to one person. So that keyword was yarn. So if you signed up for that, I hope you win it. Last but not least is the Crochet Now book. This is basically brand new. I don't think I've put any marks in this at all. I leafed through it and I realized I probably wouldn't be using it, so I'm giving it away to somebody who might enjoy it. This is by Candy Jensen, and she is the host of Knit and Crochet Now, and I don't know where that show is. I'm sure y'all have probably seen it, but I've never seen it before, but it's on TV somewhere. And there's also some excerpts from the show in a DVD disc at the back, which I've never opened. It's just perfectly new. So this is a really nice book. This is a really nice book. Crochet Now, 29 projects, all kinds of projects in here. And the keyword there was book. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these this week. Here we are at the computer, and right there is the IT address for the video from last week. So we're looking at the right comments. Now I have typed in the word snow, which will be our first gift to give away, and we'll go down here and get the YouTube comment and find out who wins this cute little embroidery kit. And this is the two little snowmen on the kitchen towels, and that winner is Kim Yankee Crochet and Knit CRE 7342. Well, that's a long one. So Kim, I assume that's your name. Kim, congratulations that you have won a little embroidery kit that I think is so cute. All right, now let's go back and type in another word, which will be boy, and this will be for the cross stitch kit with the little boy on the front. I just think that is so cute. Let's get our comments from that video. All right, you have a pretty good chance of winning this one, whoever you are that wins. But this is for the little boy cross stitch kit, and the winner is Deborah B2LIL2LATE Mashburn. So I'm going to call you Deborah Mashburn. Deborah, you have won the cross-stitch kit from last week, so congratulations. Now let's go up here, and we're going to type in yarn for that big bag of yarn that I'm giving away. Just random full skeins of yarn. Very nice. And that's 127. That's a little bit more. We have more people that want the yarn. So this is for the bag of yarn, and the winner is Cheryl Hemming, 1714. Cheryl Hemming, 1714. You have won the bag of yarn from On the Hook Crochet. Congratulations. Now the last gift is the beautiful crochet book that I just showed you. Really nice. I like that one. And let's go down here and see who wins the crochet book. And that would be Trudy Braden. Trudy Braden, you have won the crochet book. If you don't mind, please send me an email to Jeanne at On the Hook Crochet and tell me that you are the winner of whatever it is you won. Be sure to put that in there, so I'll be sure I'll send you the right gift. So congratulations to everyone, and thank you for your participation. Congratulations to all our winners. Please send me that email so I can get those gifts in the mail to you. Now, next week, we have some yarn to give away. I'm real excited about this because I'm cleaning out my stash, and I have lots of yarn in there. So I had a ton of this yarn. This is Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday Yarn. Very, very nice. It's worsted size 4, in the colorway Caramel. I was going to make one big project from this, and I changed my mind. So I'm not going to be using it. There are 3 balls there, 3 skeins, and 3 skeins here. So this will be a 6 skein gift given to someone who writes the word 6 in their comment. S-I-X. 6 will put you in the running for this next week. Now, I have another one, another set of that. This is 4 skeins of the same yarn, Premier Anti-Pilling in Caramel. Very nice, worsted weight, just like the other. And there are 4 skeins of this, and I frogged out some, and I put it in here. This is a full skein, and also these are full skeins. Everything's full, and these are 4 skeins of anti-pilling yarn. So type the word 4, F-O-U-R, F-O-U-R in your comment, and you'll be in the running for those 4 balls of yarn. Next, I have 3 full skeins and 1 almost full skein. There's the almost full. I think I made a granny square out of it or something. But anyway, there are 3 full skeins and some extra of Mary Maxim Melospun DK. Super beautiful. I don't know why I'm giving this away, but it's called Spring Green, and I probably won't be using this for a long time, so I'm just going to go ahead and give it away to somebody who might enjoy having it. But it's Mary Maxim. It's 100% acrylic, and on the ball, let's see how many yards are on here, because this is a size 3 yarn, not a 4, it's a 3. 284 yards on each skein, so that's very, very nice. That is, the keyword there is Mary, M-A-R-Y, because it's from Mary Maxim, and that's where I bought a lot of my yarn a while back. I haven't done that in a while, but they're beautiful yarns and wonderful yarns, so that will go to someone who writes the word Mary in their comment. I wanted to quickly show you the blankets that I have ready to go to the Boggy Creek camp. There are 3 Boggy Creek Afghans right there, folded up and ready to go. And this one with the neon stripes will be last. So I'm excited to finish that. I hope I can get it done this week and get that in the mail to Juan. Beautiful charity project that has to do with children. I really like that. So that kind of spurred me on to do something for that charity project. So thank you, Juan, for promoting it, and all the other beautiful YouTubers who are doing work with that. I hope I've inspired somebody to make some kind of blanket and send them into Juan. It's a 40 by 40 or 40 by 50. I think those are the measurements. I think you can go down as far as 35. But I'm not sure about that. It's just so much easier to do a 40 by 40. You can do that. It's not hard to do. I used a corner to corner and a granny square, which made it much, much easier to do. 2 corner to corners and 2 granny square Afghans. And they're 40 by 40, easy as pie to do. So you might try that. My shop update has to do with my summertime crochet pattern collection. It's on sale now on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description box. That is on sale until September 21. That is the beginning of fall. These are summer patterns. I'm going to show the picture real quick of which ones are in here because they're my patterns. These are all in there. The Busy Bee, the America Tank, Veronica Vest, Plain Jane, and Stonewash Summer. These are all in here. This is a color book. Very nice. Got a nice cover on it and a nice back. I really like this. Mr. On the Hook designed this. It is actually on sale right now. So if you're interested in that, you can go out and take a look at that. Also, all of my short sleeve, cap sleeve, and sleeveless patterns are on sale all the way through September 21. That is next week, so be sure to go out and take a look at them. Use the offer code SUMMER and you can get 25% off of those patterns. The offer code SUMMER, S-U-M-M-E-R, and use that when you go out onto the Etsy shop, and you can get your patterns on sale, and there's no limit. You can get as many as you want. So I'm really excited to offer that. Also, I wanted to tell you I really loved this Christmas mug, and Mr. On the Hook designed this for me. Beautiful, beautiful mug. And that is just really pretty. I drink my coffee out of this one every day. I have a couple others that I use too, but this one is my favorite because it reminds me of the fall coming and Christmas coming as well. But you can use it all year round. That's not a Christmas mug, but it is sort of a Christmas mug because it's red and poppies. I really, really like that. That is one of the products that I have. Also, the Christmas tumbler, which is one of my favorites as well. I have the wildflowers. Mine hasn't even come yet. My Christmas tumbler hasn't come, but it's built like this. It looks just like that, only it has the red design on it I just showed you on the mug, and it's got a nice top on it. You just pop it down on there. It's got a place for a straw, and you can also drink out of it if you want. It's stainless steel, and it keeps your drink hot or cold, whatever you decide. So that is the wildflower tumbler. It's also dishwasher safe. Don't forget, it'll go right in the dishwasher, and I've done mine that way, and it comes out just perfect. So it doesn't ruin your cup if you put it in the dishwasher. So it's a time saver. And then, of course, my Christmas tote that I showed you, that I have my neon blanket in that I'm carrying it around in. So I'll probably move another blanket into that before too long and be working on that as well. So I hope you enjoyed my show today. I just love to see y'all come back. I love to see your smiling faces and your wonderful comments that you make. I really appreciate that so very much. You all are just wonderful people, and I embrace you. When I look at the comments, I just think, oh, how fortunate I am to have such wonderful people writing comments on my videos. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week next week. And I'll be back hopefully on Friday with another video. And join me then to find out what's on the hook.